Hello everyone. In today's class we'll study the methods of sampling. So first of all we'll see what do you mean by sampling. Okay, it is the process of extracting sample from the population is called as sampling. It means you can see the population here. Okay, this is a population. So from the population we are selecting few items. So which is called as sample. And the process of selecting the sample from the population is known as sampling. Okay, so sampling is the process of extracting sample from the population is called as sampling. Methods of sampling. Here we have three methods of sampling. First one is simple random sampling, systematic sampling and stratified sampling. So let us see what do you mean by simple random sampling. Okay, it is a technique where the sample is drawn in such a way that each and every unit of the population will have equal and independent chance of being included in the sample. So, here in simple random sample, what we are doing is we have a population. So, from the population, we have to draw few samples. So, what is the method of sampling here? We have to draw the sample by using simple random sampling procedure. Okay, so there are several methods to select the sample, but the simplest method here is lottery method. So let us see what is this a lottery method. Okay, so consider an example. Suppose in a class there are 100 students. Okay, here you can see the students. So 10 students are sitting in each bench. Okay, so I will give numbers to all the students from 1 to 100 and chits will be written from 1 to 100 and all the chits will be put in a bowl. Okay. Now I will remove 5 chits randomly from the bowl. So I will get 5 students. Okay. So 5 students are selected here. So those 5 students are called as samples. So here in simple random sampling, all the students will have the equal chance of getting selected. Okay. Now suppose if I select any student without using chit, that may be unfair, right? So we use lottery method here. And when the population is infinite, population is very large, in that case we cannot use lottery method. Because suppose if 5,000 people are there, then I cannot prepare 5,000 chits and put it in a bowl, right? It needs lot of time and it needs lot of manpower. So lottery method is not possible in that case. So in that case, we have another method. Okay, we make use of random number tables. Okay, so this is about simple random sampling. Next we'll go to systematic sampling. What do you mean by systematic sampling? Systematic sampling is a procedure of drawing samples by selecting equally separated units in a numerically, alphabetically or geographically arranged population. So, here from the population we have to draw few samples. So, what is the procedure we are using? We are using systematic sampling procedure for drawing the samples. Okay. So, here we will arrange the samples numerically or alphabetically or geographically. On this basis, we will systematically judge the samples. Okay. Now, consider that there are 1,000 people or 1,000 students. Okay. So, first of all, what we will do, we will arrange them systematically. Like it may be, you can arrange them roll number wise, or you can arrange according to their names in alphabetical order, or you can arrange them geographically, that is according to their location. Okay, so first arrange them. Then suppose if you are arranging the numbers, okay, then randomly select one number. You can select any one number from 1 to 10. Suppose if I select the number 5. So next, after every 10 items you have to select the number, that is from 10 to 20 you will select the number 15. So why you have to select 15 only here? Now first I had selected the number 5, that is from 1 to 10 I had selected the number 5. So while selecting number 5 you can select randomly any number. So while selecting the second number you have to take the number 15. Why you will select the number 15? because we have a formula to find the difference here. That is, we have the formula of k is equal to n divided by n, where capital N is the population size, small n is the sample size, and k is the sample interval. Okay. Suppose if n is equal to 1000 and small n is equal to 100, then if we find k, we will get it as k is equal to 1000 by 100 is equal to 10. So here 1000 is the population, 100 is the sample. We want 100 samples here, and 10 is the difference. Suppose if I select the first number as 5, and while selecting the second number, I should keep the difference of 10. Okay. Suppose first number is 5, the second number will be 15. So in between 5 and 15, the difference should be 10. So after 15, what will be the next number? The next number I will keep after 10. I will keep the difference as 10. So the next number after 15 is 25. Okay. So after 25, we will select 35, 45, 55 and so on. Okay. So the sample units will be 5, 15, 25, etc. So till where we have to select the numbers? We have to select the numbers until we get 100 samples. Okay. So this is the method of selecting the samples in systematic sampling. And here you can see a picture. So here you can see the number of students. So all the students are arranged, are standing in a straight line. Okay. So first I will select this number. The first number you can select randomly. So first I will be selecting the number 1. So next I will select the number 4. So in between I will keep the gap of 3 persons. Okay. So again while selecting the next number, again I'll keep the gap of 3 members. So go on continuing this procedure until you get the required samples. Okay. So this is about systematic sampling. Next we'll see what do you mean by stratified sampling. Okay. When we use the stratified sampling, see, suppose if the population is different or heterogeneous, okay, if the population is of different characteristic, then we make use of this method. So in this method, we divide the population into subgroups, which is called as strata, and each stratum is homogeneous. Okay, and from each stratum, appropriate number of units are randomly selected. So this method is called as stratified sampling. So let us consider an example here. Here you can see the few chits. So the chits are of different colors. So first what we will do, we will arrange these chits in according to their colors. Okay, so first I have selected the red color. So there are 30 red colors. Then I have grouped all the yellow colors. So there are 20 yellow colors. And next I will group all the blue colors. So there are 50 blue colors. So these groups which I have made is called as strata. And each strata is called as stratum. Okay, so this is the stratum number 1, stratum 2 and this is stratum 3. Now what we have to do is, we have to select samples from these stratums. So from the first stratum, that is from the red colors, I have to select few samples. Again from yellow color I have to select few samples. Again from the blue color I have to select few samples. Okay, so from yellow color I have selected 3 samples. So from red color I have selected 3 samples. So the red colors are 30. So according to the number we have to select the samples here. And the yellow colors are 20. So I had selected 2 samples. And from the 50 blue colors I have selected 5 samples. So in stratified sampling, this is the method of sampling. Okay. So hope you have understood. Thank you for watching.